A strong explosion at a petrol station occurred around 9 p.m. on October the 25th. At that moment, there were several cars there. A Russian rocket fell a few meters from one of them. The car immediately caught fire. At the time of the missile strike, this car was being driven away from the petrol station. There was a couple in it. A young pregnant woman was killed right away. Her husband is in intensive care now. A car wash operator was also killed at that site. 4 more people, including petrol station employees and visitors, were wounded. 3 are now in critical condition.
2 men who are 26 and 27 years old, also a woman of 28. They have severe wounds. They are thoracic cavity and abdominal cavity traumas, also spinal wounds with spinal cord lesion.
Drivers of 2 trucks managed to literally escape from the fire. They stopped to have a rest at the petrol station. After the explosion, they immediately drove the damaged cars to a safe place. They admit that they still cannot get over the shock.
An explosion.
How large was it?
Well, a massive one. See what happened to the car.
An hour before the missile attack, the owner of the tire service managed to leave the petrol station. It was just getting ready to be opened. The staff brought in the equipment, made a sign for it. Roman found out about what happened from social networks. Later, it turned out that the petrol station where he rented a room had been damaged.
I'm still in shock. I do not understand why exactly this object. There are no Hannas here. There is nothing here that could somehow justify this cruel, senseless blow. I don't understand it at all.
The petrol station was completely destroyed. The fire covered an area of 300 square meters. Fortunately, the fuel tanks didn't explode, rescuers say. 40 people worked there at that time.
The difficulty of extinguishing the fire was that it was necessary to urgently evacuate the wounded people from the epicenter of it. And at the same time, we had to submit trunks to extinguish the fire, because there are a lot of fuels and lubricants at this petrol station.
According to preliminary information, a Russian Ha-59M OVAT-M missile hit the petrol station. Investigators have been collecting material evidence and documenting yet another Russian war crime. Reported by Dana Kolesnik, Natalia Husak, UATV News.